Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Beaky.
And Jim,
We just watched what?
Game of Thrones.
Spoilers. Like seriously, if you've not watched the series, we're about to spoil the whole entire final episode of the final season. So leave if you haven't watched it. But just letting you know off the bat, I was disappointed.
It could have been better, but it could have been better. So
It's all right. So what kills me, right? Game of Thrones to me is still one of the most highly produced shows in TV history. Like budget wise, armor, costume design, the film, like the cinematography, all that shit just looks great. The CGI, seriously, I think it's the best CGI dragon
yeah,
in
that dragon
cinema.
looks legit.
Yeah, legit. Like it looks like they're actually there with the dragon. But plot wise, I feel like the episode was rushed.
They try to put so much info in these 6 episodes.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
So a few things that I really hate. Let's start from the bottom. Tyrion going down to find Jaime and Cersei dead underneath the rocks, right?
I was kind of hoping they were somehow still alive,
Yeah.
and oh, they're gonna get them again later on, and then her punishment is gonna happen. But nope, she's dead.
Yeah, like seriously, Cersei's death was lame. Let's just be serious about it. I think maybe if it was written in a book, you could be like, oh, the brothers and sister, the lovers, they embraced each other and fall in the it could be written in a dramatic way that maybe your head would imagine it be something more epic. But in a visual wise, it was just like, oh, they're standing there hugging, rocks fell on it. The big bad guy of the show just dies under some rock. Yes, it's poetic. Jaime went back to her, but that kills all of Jaime's build up, right? Like the Kingslayer, all this shit.
I was kind of feeling like Jamie's gonna be the one, maybe like is the one who's like kills her.
Yeah,
lives up to his name, the Kingslayer.
Yeah,
maybe something like or Drogon burns her or something
like what I would have hoping for to make it so like, all right, some people are saying like, okay, the reason why he went out like that is because he's an addict. He's addicted to Cersei. And I could get that. He relapsed. But wouldn't it have been a better storytelling if Cersei was about to die, right? And she was going to die some horrific death by the dragon. And instead of that, Jaime killed her to instantly, instead of to end her, so she wouldn't be suffered, right? Okay. He had a sword, he killed her with the sword so that the dragon wasn't about to eat her alive or rip her apart. That would have been like, I think, more poetic. He's still the Kingslayer, and then he still gets to die, but he dies under some fucking rubble where nobody's like, think about this, guys. Daenerys never even fucking asks about Cersei. In the sense, he doesn't even mention if she's alive, dead, where did she go, Qyburn. Like, Cersei's the one who killed her best friend, and she just never even brings up, like, well, maybe did she get out of the city? Like she has no proof.
Like she wanted, she at least confirmed that she was dead or something. She didn't even care.
That's why I feel like it's rushed. I think that's bad storytelling. I would feel like you would want to know your greatest enemy is fucking dead. Now, another interesting, the show didn't have to do this. I thought maybe if Tyrion wanted to still be really sly, he could have cut off Cersei's head and brought it to Daenerys. So like, okay, still play the part like, oh, I still trust you, and you know what? Then try to work with Jon in the background to have him become. It's like, I don't know, man. This shit just like, all right. So that happens. Tyrion throws away his hand of the queen after fearing his brother. I was expecting her to kill Tyrion right there.
And then I didn't think he was gonna die right there. I thought he's gonna be locked up or something, and maybe tortured or something.
See, I didn't feel like he was. I feel like he was gonna get killed right then and there, just kind of because he was insulting her in front of the army, and it was showed how much of evil she would have been. See, I feel like him dying instantly right there would have been the trigger to allow Jon Snow to kill her. I think just Jon talking to Tyrion to convince him, the conversation was good while he was locked up. Yeah. But I just really don't feel like it would have been enough.
Okay.
I think him, having Drogon just burn Tyrion on the spot in front of everybody would have confirmed, I am evil. I know I killed the thousands of people already, but that would have been such a significant moment of evilness for her that Jon would have had to think about it himself.
As being the king. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta talk about it. Varys.
Fierce.
What the fuck did he do this season? The letters, the little
No,
bird.
I think maybe he was writing the letters, but they kept on coming to check on him that he always had to burn it and
No, because they showed that because earlier they showed that he did get some letters out. He only had to burn the one letter that he actually when they came to take him. So the previous episode, Varys writes some letters to tell people like, oh, Jon Snow is the true King Aegon Targaryen, right? And that plot line goes nowhere. Like it's
why let us know that he's the true heir for what?
Yeah, who did he send the letters to? And like what we're supposed to guess that he was trying to poison Daenerys with the little girl with the food. Is that what we were supposed to get there? But that didn't work out, so that was a wasted. Like it makes that everything that Varys has done really stupid in this season because it's like it should have been longer so we could have seen him try to get to know this little bird, try to convince her to poison Daenerys and why it's important, like who he was trying to send the letters to. I just feel like it needed more episodes, but the writers are just trying to get the thing over to go do Star Wars movies. Like the guys who are like running the shows, the two dudes, they're gonna do Star Wars now, and I guess they just want to get it over because rumored is HBO wanted 10 seasons. So I just don't. This Varys thing just kind of bugs me because what I thought was gonna happen, right? Mm-hmm. I thought that once again Tyrion was gonna die, and that's gonna be the first trigger to say like, okay, I can't fuck with Dany, right? He was going to go talk with her, try to convince her to lay down arms, right? Yeah. She's not going to agree. They're not going to kiss. None of that shit. I didn't expect that to happen. He's not going to kill her right there. I thought she was going to be protected by the Unsullied. She just became queen. Like, she's by herself in the throne room? Like, that didn't make no sense to me. Only Drogon outside? I really made no sense to me.
Drogon was protected, making sure nobody goes in there. She wanted, I guess, that solo moment to see her go.
Bullshit! Because look, before that, you saw fucking what's his name? Unsullied dude. I forgot his name right now. He did the whole teleport thing where he got there before.
Yeah, he did some teleport that he was down, killing all the leftover people,
Lannisters.
Lannisters. All right, Jon Snow left ahead, wanted to go to where she was, and he was instantly there already. It was like, how the fuck? Where did he go through? Did he hop on the dragonfly up there just to get?
How did he even get there before Tyrion, who been on the way up there?
Yes.
Like it made no fucking sense. Like how did Grey Worm get up there before Jon got up there? Right? We see her leave with her escorts, and they all looking like they don't trust Jon. So I thought they were foreshadowing. Like, oh shit, now everybody's going to watch Jon. They go to the prison. Think about this. This is what really bugged me. He gives him his sword away, and when he gives the sword away, I thought he was going to go see Daenerys, but he was going to go see Tyrion. Yeah. So I thought, okay, all right, they don't want him to have a weapon when you go see a prisoner. Fine, right? But they let him pass I'm pretty sure before Drogon, there was guards. They let him keep his sword to go see the queen because they feel like the dragon's going to protect her enough. That's a leap of fucking faith. From the audience point of view, I just think that's bad fucking set up by the writers. Because I'm like, you took away his weapon before. Why would you let him keep it now? Clearly, you guys don't seem to trust him. He grabbed Grey Worm's hand on the street. They looked like they didn't trust each other. So to me, I'm like, I don't know. What did you think about that? I'm talking right now. So
same thing. He kept his weapons. I don't know why, but I guess they trusted him enough, thinking he's gonna use it to protect her also, or I don't know, something along those lines.
All right, he gets up there, they talk, they kiss, embrace. He makes it seem like you'll always be my queen, and he stabs her, right? And it skips ahead fucking 3 weeks.
No, they said a couple of weeks. We don't know if it's 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
He grew out a beard, so it's enough weeks for them to come from Winterfell down to King's Landing, right? Yeah. So that takes some time. And we see Peter Dinklage still in handcuffs, and now Grey Worm wants Jon Snow's head. Now, here's my thing.
Wouldn't he want him to kill him then and there? Like, why did he decided to lock him up first, wait until, he gets permission to kill him?
Yeah, that's all. What was Grey Worm's and the Unsullied motivation to keep Jon Snow alive? I just don't understand. Like in this situation,
Maybe
great.
they could have maybe showed him they captured him, and he's questioning or about to kill him or something, and then lead to know why they actually locked him up, what made him choose to do that, something
Instead
like
of
that.
just killing him right away.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in my head, it's like, okay, you killed. We're gonna get back to what happens with the dragon because I think that's the most ex machina bullshit ever. After he kills Daenerys and what happened with dragon, but all right, let's talk about the human side though. So Grey Worm captures him. We don't know what happened, and for weeks he stays alive, and then everybody comes to King Landon. Now my thing was like, okay, maybe Grey Worm's was gonna kill all these. But I thought there maybe be a twist. I just thought that Grey Worm Unsullied was like, okay, they're killers. That's what the Unsullied are. They're trained army. The Dothraki. You kill their queens. I didn't feel like Grey Worm would have any mercy in him after all of this. I just didn't feel like. I felt like Grey Worm was actually channeling Daenerys and was as upset as Daenerys. So at this point, I was like, okay, well, they're gonna fight. And Sansa bringing up like, oh, we have an army outside. I'm like, come on, girl. We seen how these fucking Dothraki and the Unsullied fight. Yeah, the North are fighters, but these motherfuckers are fighters. There's a difference. Their whole thing is to fight. So going back to what I think would have been a better writing would have been, okay, they captured Jon Snow. Jon Snow talks to Grey Worm, right? Which I guess would be the only other person in charge right now, right?
Yes.
And he tells Grey Worm like something emotional, like Grey Worm was just like, why, like, and then he's like, she killed innocents. It was you're just gonna fight for your rest, just some type of conversation between Jon Snow and Grey Worm, just a few seconds would have made it make more sense for him to keep him alive, because it went from Grey Worm being suspicious of Jon, killing Lannisters, to Grey Worm capturing him. Now the dragon. What do you think about the dragon just flying the fuck away?
I wanted more him to do something. He just flew away. That's all he did. There's nothing else you can say about it. He's gone. He's done. He's not in the episode. I guess the rest of the episode he's gone.
Only thing is mentioned is what Bran said he's gonna try to find him.
Yeah.
That's it. That's like.
But how are they gonna control him? He only listened to.
He walk. He's gonna go. Oh, that's what he was trying to say.
Just to find that will find him. I'm saying, like, why are they trying to find him? Like, are they trying to?
None of that's explained. Nothing is. It's not explained. All we know is that he's Bronn said, better. He's flying that way. Better away from us. He's flying east. So we know that dragons get bigger the longer they live. Like, the big skull they had underneath it was 200 years old, and it was huge. So we say this dragon could live. Because the dragon took Daenerys' body, burnt down the Iron Throne, melted it away, and then went ahead and killed, it looked like he was about to kill Jon, but just never breathed a fire on Jon. But
that means the dragon saw her dead, and I guess he realized it had to have been done or something. He said, fuck this throne. That's the reason why my mom's dead or something.
But it would have been so much more better stories of Jon just kind of, like, he looked like he accepted his fate. Either he burnt Jon, and then we see that he doesn't get burnt, right? Yeah. He shows that he's a true Targaryen, and he can't be killed by dragon fire or something like that, right? Yeah. If that would have happened, that makes more sense for Drogon to just take the body and fly away. Or Jon already seems to have a connection with these dragons. Just raise your hand out. Just like even okay. That. It's like, yeah, it's okay. That would have been enough for him to not get attacked. To me, there's no justification from the scene itself that the dragon wouldn't attack Jon. Yeah. Unless you just want to say, he's a Targaryen, that's why. Fuck that. Dragons used to attack other Targaryens. Targaryens used to fight each other on dragons. So that alone, I don't think is enough. I think he would have had to have a more of a connection with that dragon, other than them seeing like they were kissing and shit. Now his mother died, burnt. He went straight for he started blowing fire and went straight to the Iron Throne. Like he was purposely avoiding Jon. Like I really just wish there was just an extra scene, like
it's alright, or something.
And then the dragon just flies away, doesn't burn anything. Like how the fuck would the dragon know that the throne is? He's been listening.
I guess he understands English too.
He's been listening this whole time and being like, it's all the throne's fault. Alright, so what else happened in this episode?
What's after that? He left.
King. Who becomes king?
Bran. he becomes king. Uh, guess he's a good king since he knows everything about the past, history about everything. So yeah, it kind of makes sense on that part.
Yeah.
Sansa becomes the queen of the North. North is its
Still
own,
free,
still
yeah.
free, its own separated country, whatever.
Jon goes back to the wall.
Yeah, goes back to the wall.
Which was hinted 2 episodes ago when Tormund said you can always come up
back,
north. Yeah. So we finally see the petting of the pup, the wolf. The finally. Wolf. So that's good right there.
The wolf gets his master back.
Arya fulfills her promise of going west of Westeros, which she said when she was training with the Waif some seasons ago. So that kind of, I didn't believe that she would become a lord with Gendry and nothing like that. But I was hoping, just as me fan service type, I was hoping Gendry would have been on the boat. Just I don't know, just because I just
yes to he's a
lord now. But I was just like, I was hoping that he would have given it up to go with her. I just thought that would have been a nice little, the sacrifice on his part, becoming a lord to give it up. But yeah, this dude becoming a fucking king to me is like really weird because he said that's why I'm here. So like, okay, so you knew you were gonna be king all this time from the very fucking first episode. This is all been hinted at this whole time. And where the fuck did he warg off to during the big battle with the Night King? None of that is explained. That whole thing is not, the plot line for that is not strung out. He never explains where did he walk off to. Tyrion choosing him to be king makes sense because he did hint at like, okay, somebody who doesn't want to be king, which either would have been Jon Snow or would have been him. But I thought he was going to say Jon Snow, but I guess in this sense, Grey Worm definitely wouldn't have wanted that, right?
Let that happen. You definitely wouldn't have wanted that.
Then Grey Worm and his people just goes to the Isle where his girl used to be.
They're probably gonna protect her or whatever village.
Yeah, which is whatever. That's whatever. So I'm guessing the Dothraki gonna get some land, and now they're gonna rebuild back King's Landing, and everybody's happy. There's somebody still king. People are gonna just live their life, and everything goes on happy. I don't like the ending.
They should have got more episodes.
Fuck that. The Night King should have fucked shit up. A lot more people should be dead right now. The fucking Dothraki shouldn't even fucking hardly have any fucking truth. They're fucking killed.
They said, I guess half of it died in that versus the Night King. Unless, then why wouldn't they use more of their army to fight the Night King at that time? But I don't know.
Yeah, like the whole Night King shit just made it just so fucking like they shouldn't have been as powerful. Look, they should have said so much more Dothraki and fucking Unsullied died, and then just let the dragon. The dragon is what did all the fight in the last episode, anyways. So the dragon is the real important thing here. That's what I feel like. The dragon is the one who kicked the ass and destroyed it, and that showed the power. And it all goes back to the Cersei and, like, she just died onto some rubble, so that made no sense. The only good ending fight we got was fucking, Abel, what's his name? Canable, what the fucking brothers fighting each other? Hound and, what's his brother's name? Whatever. His Hound and his brother fought. That was a good ending fight. That was a good way for them to, go out together. They fucking had to die. Qyburn just died as a bitch from his own creation. Nobody else in the Lance of Armor mattered. We like at the big table. We see Bronn coming back to get his fucking High Garden is too much fucking fan service. Like they don't even build up him coming asking for him. Oh, he just gets it.
He just gets automatically.
He just automatically gets it. Like okay, so what? Did Tyrion have to convince?
What he's doing all this time? He was just hiding.
Yeah, Tyrion didn't even have to convince Brandon to like make him in. He just automatically okay, here you go. So what if Tyrion would have died?
Then would have been no way for him to get it. There's no Lannisters left.
Just so many plot holes left open, and then it's like it's left open, and then it's just like okay, happy ending in a way. And I'm not even mad with it being a happy ending, because to me it's a happy ending for even Jon. Jon wants to go back north. He wants that simple life. He might have wanted to be with Daenerys, but once he found out that he was he was not with the incest shit. He was not with it. Ugh. It's bad that I'm disappointed. And I feel like a lot of this episode 2 had a lot of parts where there's just like dragged out music and not building on anything. Like it was just a lot of wasted time Where like you could have developed like a lot of times they were just showing shots of people walking away on the boats and stuff. Like that's when you could have did the thing where Grey Worm captured Jon. They had a conversation right there, right? That would have been interesting right there. I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of disappointed at this ending.
Same thing.
Yeah, man. It's just they built up Brandon for so many seasons to be this magical guy. Him becoming king is whatever. I actually think it would be interesting if Sansa would have wanted to fight for it more. She wanted to be king.
No, I think no matter what, she wanted to be the queen
for the north.
Yeah, keep it up. I think that was her
whole goal.
Whole goal. Bran becoming king. It makes sense on let the people choose the next king. I wonder if, let's say, the people choose the next king. Let's say, I don't know, fucking 50 years later, whatever. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
The next king is being chosen. Would he give his three-eyed raven power to the next king too, and make it so that every king always has that, so they always know the history of everything and know what not to do, what's the barrel and what's like future and how to keep peace in the Sixth Kingdom.
See, here's the thing about him becoming king. It's not that he's gonna even be a good or just king, because he's just gonna defer all the power to Peter Dinklage, and he doesn't want to be king. So it's up to Peter Dinklage to be a good king, because he's the guy gonna be running the Games of Thrones. He's gonna be the guy on the throne, really. He's the one making the decision.
Yeah, but at least Bran would be able to tell him some stuff
from the past.
Like from the past, be like, oh, it's not
a good idea.
Not a good idea. Think of something else.
Fuck it. She should just burn down the whole King Landing. No more kingdom. My opinion there. Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show. You have anything else to say before the end of this?
No.
Let us know in the comment section below what you thought about the last episode of Game of Thrones. They're going to be doing a spin-off series, a prequel or something like that.
The prequel.
Yeah, hundreds of years before. I think that's fine. I mean, it's such a big universe. It doesn't have to be the same place. It doesn't even have to be King's Landing at that.
I just want it to be the same good quality.
Yeah, the production value. I mean, if they're gonna do their own story, please, the God, be consistent with it. Yeah. Like, I don't build up some magical shit and then don't pay it off. I just really hate that the magic part was kind of overlooked in this whole entire series.
Because on that time, it should have magic more.
Yeah. Dragons, a lot of other shit like that. Watchmen's coming for HBO, so that should be interesting as well. Anyways, we out of here. Check it. Like if you like it. Dislike if you dislike it. It's all good. Peace out.